Hey guys, welcome back to Human No Resource. I'm Uma.
Selma.
You guys, what could I say?
It's nice to be back.
Happy New Year's?
Yeah. It's our first video back since the New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? We decided to start it off with this new TV show. You say it because I'm going to say
Married at First Sight, Australia.
Clearly we can't do Canada.
You guys forget about the UK one. Forget about the States, okay? Canada doesn't even have one. It's all about Australia.
Yeah.
Let's just say it. They're messy.
How disappointing is that question?
So we're introduced in episode 1, a lovely lady named Lindell. Okay, she's 27 years old. She's an accountant. She's very vibrant, very sweet, and she lives in the western side of Australia. But you guys, we learn a little bit more about her. And she has a condition.
Yeah, she has this chronic, progressive, frequently fatal inherited disorder called cystic fibrosis.
Cystic fibrosis, CF.
Yeah, and it's a disease that affects the cells that produces your mucus in the lung, but it does affect other organs in your body.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, she shared that really early on with us, but she has a strong support system. And she does share that she's on track for a trial that they're doing for a drug called Trikafta.
She's on the drug.
She's on the drug, and that they're going to be... The lifespan of people with CF, supposedly, she shares, is that it's like they live around to the age of 30.
Yeah. And they...
So with this new drug, it's going to add some more life to her.
Yeah.
So,
and that's why she's in this experiment, Now
Very
she's
good for her.
partnered up with a lovely guy, and I would say he's very lovely, guy named Cameron, 27, same age as her. He's a carpenter in the northern parts of Australia, right? He works in the community, the indigenous communities.
Oh, it's neat.
Over there,
my
yeah.
goodness, that's really neat.
So he seems very sweet. He does mention that he never had a girlfriend before.
Okay. Save himself for the right one.
He's like, forget about being in a situationship. Forget about being in a relationship. Bam! I just want to get married. And you guys, 2023, not too shabby.
Now, my only concern is, or just something that stick out.
Yeah.
Now, I think the experts did a fabulous job pairing the two together. Now, there's one thing I observed, though. During the ceremony, I like how Cameron was very upfront and shared with her that he had a small little dog with him. Okay? He was very transparent. It looks like he wanted to let himself...
He wanted to trick them thinking that he had a kid or something like that. And everybody was like,
Yeah.
shocked.
See that? Everybody was a bit shocked. They were just like, it's just a dog. And I was like, oh, okay. I know everybody in Australia loves Lindell. I understand that our hearts are with her as well.
Say it, Selma.
But wouldn't it be nice that she shared a little bit more early on that she has CF? Or is it that too personal to say at the wedding?
I think the experts should had mentioned to him that she has this condition.
Because it does feel like, he's not going to say, oh, my goodness, I can't get now that the camera's on. You know what I mean? And he's going to look like the bad guy in Australia.
And you could see, you could see it on his face. When she was telling him, he was shocked. Like his piercing blue eyes. Like he was, at one moment, he was just stuck there.
Yeah. And then he said, he told her, I know exactly what that is. I had a friend of mine whose girlfriend passed away. I think so.
Yeah. Passed away. Gone. Yeah.
But listen, Lindell, she deserves a wonderful life. We all get it and everything. I understand. But it's just the transparent early on. I feel like it was probably needed.
So our next couple are Bronte and Harrison. Wow.
The ones y'all love.
Wow. What can I say, you guys? Well, let me start with Bronte is she's a lovely 28-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Right? Who is a online educator. Beauty educator, yeah. I think she does people's makeup, and also she educate them about their foundation, what kind of concealer they need.
Exactly.
Listen, as a person
Match
who's
my true
horrible with
tone.
makeup, I need people like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's go back to her. She does mention that she always enter in situationships, and these guys are always breaking her heart. Now she's
I feel sorry
a
for her.
lovely. She is 5'3", petite,
cute.
fit,
Yeah.
young, pretty. I love her eyes.
Gorgeous. I think she has her head straight.
She knows what she wants.
She knows what she wants. She's actually there to get married.
Yeah.
Her intentions were, and I love her family and her sister, Kira. I think her name's Kira.
Yeah.
I love that girl. She just knows how to like get, things in line.
Now Harrison, a 32. I think he's short though. I don't know. I think he's 5'11".
Oh my God.
5'11", 5'8". I don't know. He's 32, a carpenter, and also
From New South Wales.
Yes. Now this guy says he's serious in finding the right woman for him, but let me tell you, the first thing he's asking, and that he mentioned with the expert, is, I need to be attracted to my lady.
Correct. There's nothing wrong for a guy to be attracted to the one he's married to. I think for women too, if we want a guy to be attractive
They
as
do
well.
say men are visual beings.
Yeah, but I think he puts way too much emphasis on it.
wow.
It's like, do you know what marriage is? Do you?
Well, he was married, and he does mention it, that he has a boy. He was married, but unfortunately it didn't last.
It didn't last, unfortunately, but we will never know what happened between the two. But at the end, listen, the experts fixing them two together. I think and notice this, the experts always know how to fix people within the same
Brackets. Let's be real.
same financial
Yes.
bracket, because I'm not gonna get there.
Yeah.
You
But
know
you know
exactly
what? There's
what you
one thing
did.
I liked about the two people. They come from families, parents who's been in long relationships.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So they should have a strong foundation or understanding of what it means to be married.
And you assume Harrison learned something from his parents.
Yeah, so
but
why is he getting it
unfortunately,
wrong?
listen, you guys, let's be real. Harrison as a being, is he good looking? Probably. His
For some people, yeah.
personality?
For some people, they find him good looking. The thing is, though, I feel like he's hiding behind that. Like, there's a moment where the expert asks him, like, what happens? I could be wrong. What happens if the girl don't find you attractive or something?
Yeah.
And he was just like,
Have you thought about that?
No.
Is there any chance of that happening?
No.
Tell me why.
I just don't see it happening.
you called it.
Carpenter brain. Right? Every time they see a young lady walking by, they're whistling. Yeah, that's it. Like, there's nothing. He's not talking about anything in depth. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Great
God.
personality. Is she sweet? Is she a giver? Is she kind? Is she
Oh my
generous? She's like,
God.
you know what I mean? Can she be a great stepmom for his kid? He's not. And yes, he does have a kid. So he's not talking about.
And
He's not mentioning any of those things.
he doesn't share the kid early on. Like, there was a
Oh
moment.
yeah, he was hiding it.
Was he hiding it, or he just thinks, I don't know.
I think he was hiding it.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I hate you with the whistle part. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I truly believed during the altar scene when he saw her and his family was there, I truly believe he was infatuated by her beauty. I feel like he was giving this marriage thing a shot. I think he likes the idea of marriage.
Yes.
But he doesn't understand what it means to be married or the work that's involved in it. And it shouldn't be hard work. I don't know people be like, being married is hard work. When you find your right person, yeah, I guess it's to have common sense people. Marriage shouldn't be hard, but it requires work because you're trying to mesh into one unit.
Yeah.
One family.
You're
whatever.
correct on that. No.
So I feel like he doesn't understand that. He likes to get married. He likes how his parents are. He cried, when he was talking about how it was his mother and his dad's anniversary. He definitely needs to talk to a marriage specialist or
No,
something
he
like
needs
that.
therapy. Okay, he needs therapy.
Why? What
So,
wounds is he trying to
Are
heal?
you serious?
What trauma is he trying to heal? We talk about he needs to
Hello,
talk to a
his
therapist.
ex-wife, the woman that he actually said was the love of his life, and he's not with her, and he's doing
Yeah,
this
that's true. What she-
experiment.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Come on. So let's go back to Jessica. Now, Jessica is Bronte's good friend. Not best friend, good friend, because she's not a bridesmaid. Now, Jessica went to Bronte, showed her pictures about what, Salma? Say it.
Receipts about Harrison's, him basically packing his luggage to go on to MAFS.
Revealing that he was in a relationship with a 20-year-old girl,
Or at least he-
prior coming to this experiment
Yeah, he
the
said-
day before, you guys. Can you believe it?
Yeah, he said he was in a relationship, but he said I was just talking to her.
Yeah. Well, he said,
Situationship.
situationship. Well, he said to Bronte, well, first of all, Jessica revealed that to Bronte. She teared up. She was shocked.
Yeah.
She couldn't believe it. She
So
said,
sad.
not again.
My God, Bronte girl.
That is like horrible.
Question for the general public. Was he wrong for that? Because in his defense, He's saying I was a single guy and I wasn't sure if this was going to work out or not. So I just have my little side pieces on the side.
He said
just in
several,
case.
though.
Several side pieces on the side. So in case this don't work out, I got them. So was he wrong for that?
Yes, because
why are you going
what's your intention going in this thing? Do you see what we're dealing with?
De Niro?
So he could get his Instagram up and get that blue check.
I'm talking about money, girl. You talk about Instagram.
Yeah. Listen, if you look at what called The Bachelor and Bachelorette, they want that. They want the blue check. They want to get the 15 minutes of fame.
Bronte.
Yeah.
She was in it for her heart. She was in it for marriage.
She really wanted it. And she thought she found the right guy for her. But unfortunately, her friend told her the truth.
Was Jessica right for that at that time?
Regardless, she does go to Harrison. She tells him about what she have learned, grills him on it. He reveals that.
You remember how he overreacted? He was like...
He gaslighted her, let me tell you.
He was like,
he
why are
gaslighted
you
her.
attacking me?
Yeah. I was just flirting with girls. I don't know. It was plenty of women. No.
I guess he goes, why are you questioning me?
It was 5,
I
probably.
Guess, why are you questioning me? But the word attacking, that's a bit wild. Yeah. It's unfortunate. What it should have been, the happiest days of people's lives, when they're getting married and stuff.
You don't want to know the guy you're married to was hanging out or was talking to a girl
before.
Yes,
he
coming
was getting
into
married.
This, right? That is devastating.
Goodbye.
And you know what? And the whole time when she was sitting there with her sister, she finally let her know. She let her sister know.
And she knew.
Her sister was devastated.
Something was wrong. She knew.
And she was crying, sitting there crying.
The saddest part for me was when after she told her sister, she went and she sat down and he got up and he started talking and she was just kind of looking at him and she was just soaking in all that pain. I don't know. I'm way too East African to sit right there quietly.
Yeah, because you know what she's saying? Even the experts.
I probably would have left.
Even the experts screwed this up. She's really thinking about, is it me? Is there something I'm giving for these experts are giving me the same men?
Guy.
Yeah.
How is she filling that questionnaire?
Episode 2, okay, we're introduced with Sandy and Dan. Now, Sandy is a 36-year-old woman who is a dental hygienist. Listen, she has my heart. I like her a lot.
I really like her,
you know what I mean?
too.
She comes from a traditional family.
She's Punjab Indian.
She's Punjabi Indian.
Yeah.
She loves her culture. And you definitely see it when she does get married to Dan. And you can see the beauty of how they assembled her wedding. So you could see that she does mention that she comes from a so-called strict family, but it's a family that does love her and they want the best for her.
Sure.
And it took her a while to actually put herself first, I would say, and try to find somebody that she actually enjoy and like. That's why she's doing this experiment, you guys.
Her parents were against her going to MAFS to find her husband, but her brother and sisters and her friends support her decision for her to put herself first.
And you know what? That's wonderful. I wished her mom came. This is her first marriage.
Yeah.
Regardless if you agree with your daughter or not, be there for your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, times are changing, parents. Now, we're also learned about Dan. Okay, what is he? He's a owner, marketing owner, business, something like that.
How old is he?
He's 42. Okay. He has a 16-year-old daughter. That's lovely. She has his heart. Okay. But he was married twice.
And
divorced twice. Okay. He has some history. He has some
the
history.
only reason why we're making a big deal out of him is because Sandy is very confident. Yes. I really like how she has her head straight. I'm a bit disappointed how the experts, I don't know, I feel like they took advantage of her storyline. She was very vulnerable. She's putting herself out there. It's not normal for her what she's doing, but she decided to go out of her way and do it anyways, try something different. And here they are, they matched her up with a guy named Dan, and I don't think at all,
a guy who's been married twice
and divorced twice, but that's that's one thing too, but I don't
and has
think,
a kid.
Yeah, okay, but I that's not even what my problem is. My problem is I don't think He was ready for this type of relationship.
Oh yes, a
Yeah.
girl who comes from a wonderful culture.
Yeah.
I don't listen. You
It
guys,
feels like he never left Australia.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't look like he's well
no,
traveled or
you
even
will
versed.
know a person by knowing their friends. Okay,
Get
and
that.
if you have seen their friends, the two ladies at the front, and their remarks. What did they say? There's one point they said, "I don't think Dan is gonna like this."
Dan doesn't know what he's in for. I don't know if this is what he signed up for either.
Why?
Like, well,
Well, let's talk why.
why? Because it's not a Western wedding. Yeah,
Weird.
very weird.
My thing is too, when he walked right in there, did you see what he did?
Oh yes.
Sometimes people judge a book by its cover. And given that, you know,
He looked to the right, waved at a girl wearing an orange dress.
Listen, let me just say this. If I was the bride, if there's only going to be one person with their body hanging out of their clothes, it's going to be me. Apart from that, somebody give the girl a cardigan.
Exactly. Oh yes. She was a horrible dress, but he definitely looked at it and he smiled about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something about that. I'm like, even like his whole persona. Like, I feel like, what do you call it? You called it something too. He does. What how he greets
He's like
people.
a social worker.
Yeah, he goes, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, are you
Are
feeling
you,
worried?
comfortable? Yeah. I'm nervous too.
Hello. Hi, how are you? I'm Dan.
Nice to meet you, Dan. I'm Sandy.
Sandy, nice to meet you. Wow.
And there's so many, I'll put the clip, there's so many parts. Like, you know, what he's saying is different from his actions.
Yeah.
There's parts where he looks at her and it's as if like he,
Pan face.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
as if he's like, you ain't the one, you ain't the one.
He wasn't attracted to her. Let's be real.
But what, yeah. But then when he's saying to her, it's like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Stop
yeah,
it. Stop
but
it.
what he's saying and his actions are totally different. And you can see he's not attracted to her.
He said, I'm looking
Even
for a
though
friend,
she
I'm looking
is a
for a
beautiful
teammate.
woman.
Oh yeah. You don't need to tell us of what
He's trying
what
to
beauty
convince
is.
himself what he knows what he needs to be, what type of relationship he needs to be in. But I feel like he always goes to women that are just too much plastic, probably. And clearly, he was definitely looking at the girl.
He's
with
looking at
the
plastic again. So
orange dress.
So how about this? I don't think you need to be in this show. Yeah.
But who's gonna be a mother to his 16-year-old daughter?
That's his problem.
Our next couple is Claire and Jesse. Now, Claire is 31 years old, okay? She lives in Victoria, okay? And she is a kindergarten assistant. Now, she comes from a Greek background. Now, her parents are divorced. It's unfortunate. She loves her grandparents. And there's something about her energy that I just love, okay? She's enthusiastic. She's full of light. She's all about astrology.
Her and Sandy are just my top girls.
Lovely
I really like their
personalities.
personalities.
Yeah. Now, there's one thing about Claire. She has a thing for tattoos and cars. She says she's a tomboy, but I feel like she is just a hipsterish kind of chick.
Hipsters meet rock star. I feel like she's a tomboy.
No, I feel like she is. If she's a tomboy, then what the heck I am?
No, girl. You were never a tomboy. I was a former tomboy.
Okay, fine, someone.
Okay.
But other than that, she is partner up with Jesse.
Jesse.
Ugh, oh my God. Okay, so Jesse is 30 years old. What else? Western Australia. He is a marriage celebrant. Okay.
Okay.
So he
that's a
meets
job.
people and he
He weds them off, and he does it in a more of a celebratory way. He doesn't know why they're always so like mellow and down.
You think he will learn something? He said he did 500 weddings. And you think he probably learned something.
So, this is my point. This is my thing. Could be a reach for some of you guys, but if you guys can understand, you'll understand.
Okay.
Mr. Jesse and Harrison, they have some similar resemblance, and I'll tell you why.
Say it.
They both, got super emotional at their wedding. They love the idea of marriage. Harrison was crying because his mom and daddy, this was their anniversary on the day he was getting married, and he just think, I want something like that. What's that guy's name? Jesse was crying because he said, I used to be the guy on the other side marrying people off, and this is my time. But they both don't know the work involved in marriage, and I feel like they both do not understand how to relate with a woman.
They
don't.
lack emotional intelligence.
100,000%. They lack
Emotional intelligence.
And there's another thing too. Sorry, I don't want to hear. There's another thing too on the ladies' behalf. you know, I know we just said that. What's her name again? Claire.
Claire.
I know we said Claire is our top girl. and she
Actually,
is
I
a
like Claire and how she
top girl. But there's
composed
some
herself in
resemblance
this.
with Claire and Bronte. You know, somehow, ladies, pay attention. They reassured the men very early on, like, you are the prize, you know? And what it did is that provided the men with some form of confidence, like, they are not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And when they felt that way, it provided them to start getting, what was it? I think I used a specific word.
Cocky. I feel like they got
Cocky, but they started getting more relaxed and they start
and distance.
distance and they start relaxed to like, oh, let me push some buttons and see how far she's gonna hold on to me.
And
Or
in his case, his favorite word, she gives me the icks. Like, you're a grown man. I'm pretty sure you could pull another vocabulary instead of ick.
yeah, I dislike that or something. He could use several words or I'm annoyed by this. Any other thing. Ick? Listen, if there's no teenager at the end of your age, you shouldn't be using the word ick.
Now, the expert, he did mention to the expert that he doesn't like a girl who does astrology.
Her interest in astrology, her interest in, I'm going to say stones again when it's not stones, it's crystals, Abyssinian rock, all those nice quartz. I think those are just cute little hobbies, things that are super harmless. But then again, I feel like he understood already. Somehow she provided assurance to him, like, you know, we're going to make the relationship work. And he got more relaxed to say, let me see if I can start, you know, pointing out a few things and she's not going to go anywhere. So he said that is one ick that I don't like.
You know what? He said something about to the the expert said something to him. You know, you're never going to find, basically, I'm just pulling this out of my head.
You're not going to find a perfect person?
You're not going to find out 10 out of 10 women. Okay,
True.
you better sacrifice certain things, and eventually you will get the right woman for you. Like, he has so many ex. If you chew wrong, okay, if you walk wrong, like if you,
You know, even the thing that he did during their wedding, he did this clickety thing in his mouth.
Oh my God.
Oh, and she did it too.
See, he got lucky with
It
a girl
was
like that.
adorable. And
No, but he
scary at
got
the same
lucky
time.
with a girl like that. Imagine if he got with the others. Well, there's gonna be. We're gonna talk about the next clips too. Imagine he got with a girl that found that, you know, super weird.
Yeah,
What's gonna happen to him?
he needs therapy.
And he's not a bad looking guy too, but his personality. This is a good example of sometimes, you know, your looks can get thrown off with your personality
This is the start. If you go to episode 4 or 5, you'll see how.
and get worse.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it.